Today we're going to make a modern drink, the 5-point palm exploding heart technique. For this drink, you're going to need an old-fashioned glass, a jigger, a bar spoon, a hawthorn strainer, and a mixing glass. This drink uses mezcal, sweet vermouth, coffee liqueur, and chocolate bitters. This is a bold, spirit-forward drink, one that harnesses the power of several different sources to strike deep into the heart of your taste buds. It's a stirred drink that falls somewhere between a mezcal Negroni and a revolver, but ultimately it's in a class of its own. The cocktail comes from Erick Castro, the San Diego-based bartender, podcaster, and filmmaker. It was created in early 2015 when Castro was responsible for the menu at Boilermaker in New York. Castro had to experiment with it for a few weeks before he finally unlocked its power. The result was an explosive punch to your palate. Sweet and bitter espresso, smoky vegetal mezcal, herbal bittersweet vermouth, and a hint of dark chocolate combine in powerful, unexpected ways. Castro wanted a name that would capture that idea, one that would signal to the guest that it's a strong drink that's not for, as he puts it, the faint of heart. The drink is named after the mythical death blow from one of Castro's favorite movies, Kill Bill. As legend has it, this attack, once delivered, will stop your heart before you can walk 5 paces. And in Kill Bill, the one who teaches Beatrice Kiddo. Okay? The one who teaches the bride how to do it is Pai Mei, a character who was depicted in several Shaw Brothers kung fu movies, and whose name means white eyebrows. The idea of a secret pressure point death punch is a common motif in several martial arts movies. And in Tarantino's version, the ultimate move, known only to a select few worthy of possessing it, is the 5-point palm exploding heart technique. In terms of the drink, there's definitely some leeway, but I made it exactly as Castro intended, namely with Punt, Galliano Ristretto, and Scrappy's chocolate bitters. For the mezcal, you want something smoky. There are plenty of great non-smoky options out there, but this one works best with a mezcal that dives into your senses smoke first. Punt is a kind of unique style of sweet vermouth, as it has a touch of bitterness in it, and it works best with a sweeter coffee liqueur. If you don't have Punt, perhaps you can get in the ballpark by adding a bar spoon of Averna or Chinar. That'll help simulate that dollop of Amaro you'd get from Punt. My usual St. George Nola coffee liqueur can work in this one, but it requires a little tweaking. Because Nola is so dry and even a little bitter compared to most coffee liqueurs, it throws the Punt out of whack. So when using Nola in this one, I find it works best with a sweeter sweet vermouth. For the chocolate bitters, Castro likes Scrappy's best, and in this drink it's hard to argue. But feel free to use your favorite chocolate bitters. It's only a single dash, but it certainly makes a difference in the final cocktail. Especially since it's served without a garnish, you really want that last chocolatey note to shine through. This drink comes at you like a badass mixed martial arts assassin hellbent on revenge. And when she's done with you, you'll only take 5 steps before collapsing on the floor. If you're lucky. Let's start by chilling our glass. Fill it with ice and set it aside. Next, we're going to measure 1.5 ounces of mezcal. Add that to the mixing glass. Measure 3/4 ounce of Punt. Add that to the mixing glass. Measure 1/2 ounce of coffee liqueur. Add that to the mixing glass. And hit it with a dash of chocolate bitters. Add ice and stir it well to chill it down and give it some dilution. Drop a large hunk of ice in your glass, then strain the contents of your mixing glass over the ice in your old-fashioned glass. And that's all there is to it. Castro's Kung Fu Death Grip, the 5-point palm exploding heart technique. Cheers, kiddo. You can support this channel by clicking on the Patreon link here. Check out some more videos. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. For links, more info, and the printed recipe, check out the description below.